Morning, guys. Hey, back at the on-grid home here. Just wanted to show you something new to the addition here. I promised myself I wasn't going to buy one of these because I did not want to invest the money and waste it on stuff other than building a structure on the off-grid property. But I was out working yesterday, ran across this bad boy, and let's go check her out. Jenny calls this my secret spot in the driveway because it never sits empty for too long. As soon as I get something out of the driveway, it gets filled back up. So here we go. I'll leave Benjamin back here so he doesn't run around. Here we go. Woo! All right. Just picked this bad boy up last night. Again, didn't want to invest the money into a trailer for the property. We have the motorhome already. But I got such a good deal, I think, on this thing that I couldn't pass it up. The people that owned it were the children of the original owners. I love buying stuff like this because they inherited it, I think, 6 years ago, and it was in really good shape until they had a small leak, so there is a little bit of damage. But let's go take a real quick tour. It's a Nomad. I don't know who makes the Nomad. I didn't even check that out. But let's go around this way. Skyline. All right. Here's another angle. I'm not doing a very good camera job here. 30 foot, 1997 Nomad by Skyline. The tires are not that great, but it's got the tanks. It's got a battery. It's got an awning. I haven't pulled that awning out, but the guy said that last time they took it out a few years ago, it was in fine shape. The tires have tons of tread. They always do on these trailers. They just dry rot. So we only had to drive about 10 miles from where we bought it to get it here. So I'm kind of discovering a few things with you guys. This window's cracked. I did not notice that last night. I don't know if that just happened because this window was open. But anyway, let's go inside. I'll show you around. I fiddled with it for about 20 minutes last night. Checked everything out. Let's go inside. Step works fine. I'll open all the windows in here so we get extra light. All right. Jenny and I were a little cramped in the motorhome, and we felt like guests were not going to be comfortable if they came to hang out with us. So we may keep the motorhome. We may give it up. It's hard to say. Don't quite know yet. But again, 30 foot. Got another, I don't know, only 7 feet longer than the motorhome, but the motorhome in that 7 feet, or in that 23 feet of the motorhome, was a cab over. So really it's a pretty small space in the motorhome. It's probably about 18 feet of living space. Whereas this one has 30 full feet from front to back. We've got the front bedroom, queen size bed, everything in here. It's crazy. This guy just really kind of wanted to get rid of this thing. Has the tank right there. What do they call that? The portable wagon or something wagon, potty wagon, something like that. So, but as far as I could tell, There's a little bit of rippling in the ceiling up here. He said those were there forever. I'm hoping once things thaw out, it's not water up front. The up front looks good. That's one thing that was exciting. A lot of times the fronts leak on these. So we got full-size bed. These are the bunkhouse mats because there is some water damage in the back bunks in the back here. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, there we go. He had already done all this, pulled the paneling out. This back corner, the wood's not really even super rotted. It's just got some discoloring to it. So I think this corner we're gonna spray down, sand it, get the mold that's in there killed, and then reassemble stuff. It is dry and cold today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Friday. So I'm going to leave it all open and make sure everything's dry before I do anything there. But there are some gaps here. I'll spray foam stuff, put the paneling back on, recaulk some stuff. But bunkhouse room right here. A couple extra beds. Those will probably be primarily used for storage for us. But we got the pull-out couch here. That'll be additional sleeping space. A little rocker there. Nice dinette here. You know, typical trailer stuff, but you wouldn't believe all the stuff that's in this thing. He didn't even want anything out of it. They said just him and his wife are not campers. So, and we got all the dishes. I looked underneath that bed yesterday. There's vacuums and just everything you need to camp is in this thing already. I turned the furnace on. The blower came on. Thermostat works. I did not have propane going to it. I just got it here last night and parked it pretty much. The fridge, the stove, everything's clean. The fridge is immaculate. I mean, there's not any dirt, nothing. I mean, it looks like brand new. I turned the AC on, or the power on. It has 3 stages, you know, for gas, AC, or auto. Not 3 stages, but I believe it has 12 volt too. It said something about 12 volt here. So I don't know if it'll run entirely on 12 volt. I have trouble believing that, but we'll look into it. I have all the catalogs, or all the manuals, all the paperwork, everything in the house from original brand new owner. Like I said, from the original owner. The bathroom has water damage over in this corner too. This side's a little more rough than that side. It's going to be kind of hard to tell, but it's all in that top corner. The roof, he said his parents had redone the roof and it was not leaking since this damage was done. So like I said, I'm not going to button anything up before I make sure everything's dry. It's, like I said, probably good that it's going to rain tomorrow and Friday. That way I can double check if everything's dry before I button everything up. I'm going to rip all this side out. That wood's a little more rotted. The shower is missing, so I'll have to look for a used shower somewhere. I don't know if there's trailer junkyards like there are tractor junkyards, but you know, Facebook and Craigslist and stuff has options like that. So this side is going to need a little bit of restructural, but guess what? All that lumber I showed you in a previous video that I picked up from a customer, all the 1x and stuff like that, and scrap 2x4s, that stuff is going to get used in this project. So we weren't really looking for it. Like I said, I did not want to spend $5 grand on a trailer to put on the property. Because like I said, I didn't want to use that money toward a trailer when I could use it toward building a structure. So the only reason I bought this thing, $600. He wanted $600 for it. I didn't argue with him. He gave me the hitch to tow it here. It's not one of the fancy stabilizing hitches, but he gave me the 2 5/16 ball with the hitch mount. You know, those are $50 to $100, $50, $60 for the whole setup. So, like I said, I think I did pretty good. $600, 1997. If the fridge and everything here works, which, like I said, it all turned on. I didn't even like I said, argue with the guy about the price. He was a nice guy, and like I said, there's just stuff everywhere in here. This is a little bit of an upgrade from the old motorhome. I think Jenny will like it. And if all I have is a few hours or a few weekends, couple weekends on that back bathroom and that bunk, then so be it. I'd be pretty happy about that. I'm not super busy in the wintertime with my business, so I always try to do something like this where I can pick up a project and possibly keep myself busy. So, anywho, I'll do some updates. Now we got a new project, something I can do some videos on, something I can share with you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I haven't done a ton of this stuff. I mean, I've owned all kinds of old pop-ups and old trailers. I've done a little bit of rehab on stuff. I'm not a skilled carpenter by any means, but I enjoy this stuff, and I especially enjoy it when I have $500-600 wrapped into it so far. Tires will probably be $400 for 4 new ones. Less than $1,000 wrapped into everything total, and then a little bit of stuff for the rear end to rebuild. So anyway, this video is running a little longer than I expected, but I hope this is going to treat us pretty good. That way we have, at worst, if we keep the motor home, we have additional space for people to stay. I am going to fiddle with this guy all day, so I will probably make a few videos showing all that stuff, but I just want to introduce you to the new project here. I think I'm going to title this one, "Look What Followed Me Home," or "Do You See What I See?" So anyway, guys, hope you're doing good. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.